there's only a few of us in the world who can do it like this, right? And see, because these levels are everywhere. You have hold levels, you have this level, you have that level, but to know which one is the right one. Your question is the market sentiment, what it's doing. I don't care about the market sentiment. I care about the greediest entries only, because it's just like, how can I ever lose money if I only target this? If I'm not stupid and be like, oh, okay, look, there's a little level right here and it's only, think about it, your best case scenario, you pull back for 2.2%. Like, how does this make sense in any world? It's just creating hold levels in here. Why would you take that trade, right? But this, yeah, 1%, there's a pretty big thing. To me, I was looking for the level that was going to reject and break the trend down, right? To reject and lose its trend, which is exactly what I told you guys happens, right? You break one trend, you hit a hold level, you have a massive pullback. And right now, it's just one pullback inside of another pullback on a larger time frame. So I guess this is just confirming the daily. So we're moving up now by the looks of it, right? So 12,000 Bitcoin comes in on distribution, but technically it looks like we're moving up, right? So yeah, I don't know if I'm following the sentiment of the market at all. I'm just using highly logical entries and exits that make sense. Yeah, and here's the next one. Here's the next greediest point of the move. I think this is a really good level to short. I think this is, had I been continuously trading right now, I think this is a really good level to short. It's kind of the greediest point in the move. You could start targeting body candles and things like that up here, but I think in this scenario right now, this makes a lot of sense because it's also back testing its local trends. So yeah, right now it's super volatile for Bitcoin. It's going to be making these massive moves right now. So at least to see those decisions in the moment is like valuable. It's invaluable. There's nothing. You guys see how it doesn't make sense to take this level. Like, that's the way I would put it. It doesn't make sense because there's not any profits to be made. But when I see this ripping up like this, prepared to pull the trigger, and it's like, just trust my TA, mark a level that's super greedy. If it doesn't get hit because price only goes here, how often have we done that in the last 2 days? We're like, oh, damn, it would have been a few dollars off. That's fine. You just don't take those trades. It only takes one trade a day to be rich. Like, and this was it, right? So it's just like, well, now what's it matter? So that's how, I would say when you guys are trading, it's quick. Trust your TA, mark a level. When it starts to move quick like that, mark it and trust it, and go for greedy stuff that makes sense, right? Imagine all the contracts that enter in this range, right? Imagine all the contracts that enter in this range right here. Imagine all of these longs and shorts and half of them being liquidated here. And as the price is moving up, okay, think about this for a second. There's all these shorts that have been taking all these shorts in this range here, right? So there's all these shorts right here that are entering. They will slowly exit as price creeps up. They're going to start smashing that limit button. They're going to start pounding on that limit button. You know what it's going to do to price? Boom, 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 boom. And then the real players are going to say, oh, you guys are idiots. You bought the wrong level. Let's short right into you guys. And then bang, all those guys who are closing shorts or getting liquidated, all their money is lost right here and retaken back on this side, right? So just remember, like, there's things that make sense to do and things that don't make sense. What doesn't make sense is seeing this level is so close, and as it's holding, you have to realize people are going to start exiting their contracts. Oh, I shorted this. Yeah, it looks good. I'm up, to 0.3%, and we're hovering around here. All of a sudden, price starts to creep up, and everybody starts to panic, and then it gets right to the level, and nobody's taking more shorts because it's like, you guys took shorts. You guys are stupid. You shouldn't have taken that short. Now we're creeping the level again. Now we're holding the range. And it's like, all of a sudden, 1 short closes, 10 shorts close, 20 shorts close, 30 and 40 shorts close. People are getting liquidated like crazy. And then it hits its level and the real shorts come in, right? The real round of shorts. So it's like, what makes sense is important here. Yeah, Bitcoin looks like it's about to dump. How close was Theta again? Theta was close, but not that close. Oh, Theta had already broken and it's far away from its next trend. Yeah, I don't like Theta. No. Let's check Myth. Yeah, Myth had a super crazy trend it broke. Didn't really do anything with it because Bitcoin just was so cooked in the moment. So Myth actually has a nutty trend that it just broke. How much is the gap here? So it's a decent sized gap, has a pretty crazy trend. It just broke. Does it have any origins? It does right here. So this is in the same spot that potentially theta's in, except it's already broke its trend. So this looks really good. What would be kind of the final trend we have here? Yeah, myth is where it's at. Myth is the coin that's going to pump for sure. This is crazy. Now, I don't know if it's going to pump. Bitcoin has to move up, but if Bitcoin moves up, this thing is readier than it gets. So yeah, I'm going to take a look at see what Myth is doing. Yeah, there's money to be made on Myth for sure, but we just have to see what Bitcoin's going to do first. I'm going to keep this one here so I can put it beside my other chart. I'm going to keep up my chart on my other screen. That's the USDT. Keep an eye on this thing. Yeah, Myth looks nuts. But price, all about price. I'm going to take a risk. It's not going to be on NPXS right now. It's going to be on Myth. That's for sure. Yeah, Myth looks nuts. This is a crazy trade on Myth. If Bitcoin allows for it. Bitcoin looks like it's falling, so where can it fall to? That's breaking its daily trend, is it not? Isn't that what we're doing on Bitcoin, losing trend? Yeah, losing our trend on Bitcoin right now for the first time. So where do we fall to then? So we're going to fall to like this 4-hour range potentially at 5,900. Myth doesn't have a range it can fall to. Oof. $304 can fall 10% more before it takes a big move up. I'll be keeping an eye on Myth to take a trade on it. And somewhere between 300 and 310 on the USDT value. Yeah, like maybe 310 or something like that. I just want Bitcoin to dump first because it does look like it's about to dump. So let's adapt this to the 4-hour. This will be the last thing that it tests to hold. Is this trend here. Okay, so we've got another one, Myth. Myth looks really good. Now we just want to see Bitcoin dump so that we can take a trade on Myth. MPXS having a small pullback right now. Not much of one, just very tiny. No, nothing, even barely anything there. There's no volume in it to pull it back. Jesus. There's no volume in MPXS. How do you get filled for 10K when it's 25K is a total daily? Jesus, I don't like that. Boy, this would have been a nice entry on Bitcoin as a position trade here. 66.38. Damn. I figured it would have went as high as 66. Looks like 66.75. I would have taken a trade there, but I think there's a good level, 66.38, but I don't know if I would have taken a trade there. Well, it's a good level to start a position trade. It's the final hold level. Anyways, on the move down, that's starting this whole entire thing. So this is, I guess, the beginning of the ascension to 5,900. Maybe if we can get a bounce to one of these other levels, maybe we can get confirmation on this trade right here and take a short here. 66.14. I think that would be a smart trade. 66.14 on BTC. And if it pulls back off that level, you're good to leave it. So 66.14. Let's see the fake break, the fake news breakout, and then the dump. Wow, Myth is so close to a breakout. It's so crazy. I can't believe it's already traveled 100% from its bottom and it's approaching trend. That's really crazy. Bitcoin's coming up 66.14, maybe. Hopefully breaks this trend and then has a dump here. This will be more of a position trade if that does happen. 66.14 rejected, swing trade, or maybe not a position trade, maybe a swing trade. Bitcoin moves too fast to have position trades. Position trades are for like weekly inverses. Yeah, possibly 64. I'm not sure what that one is, but this is a level here. I think this was stuff from the past, so we don't need that. These levels down here. You do possibly have this here too. You know, it's really too bad. It's really too bad we couldn't get in this as a position trade. We got the first piece of it, but we didn't take the second piece. That's okay. Who says it's going to break trend? I didn't. Maybe it will. Maybe it won't. Maybe we can actually take a bounce on trend too. So this is a tested backside. We need to know that. Low confidence in this level being held. Tested backside. Low confidence. This is a tested front side 4. This is, what is this, a 4 or a 1? This is actually a 4? It is. So backside, and I want to see the front side in here. Not convinced that's it. Let's go greedier. Not something I would take a trade on. Not bad, actually. 15-minute origin. Front side. Not terrible. Anything else in here? So that's range is tested. This range is not tested. This is like an untested. Yeah, that's good. We've got decent levels here. We've got some gooders. This I don't think is really going to do anything. Didn't I say? That's going to italicize the whole thing. Okay, sure. That's cool. Hold trend, hit 15-minute origin, bounce over top of trend. That's the play. That's the play right there. Come down. Fake news, hits trend, dumps, comes back up. Resell here, relong the hold, go back over trend for this rejection right here. That's the play. It's too bad we couldn't see that though earlier, because that would have been a smart trade to get in earlier then. But that's okay. So at least we know what to do next. So then we buy myth down in these ranges when Bitcoin's done its descent. And then we'll look to pick up myth down here. And then we'll also look to pick up on the front side, 63.21 level. Can we play the first bounce on this trend? Yeah, we can. We can also play that. I would only play it for 1% though, maybe 2. I don't know. It depends how the reaction is, but that's how I'm looking at the rest of the day. Like what you're seeing now, if it does this around that level while we're in distribution, I think it would be a decent short. We're going to just see how it reacts. I'm not anxious to jump on this bus. 66.30 I can see. A range up here, that makes sense. This is super greedy. It would kind of be still laddering, technically ladder from here to here to here. It's super greedy. Yeah, I think that I'm going to just go like that and add a little 2 right there and look to target that instead. So what, you attack this valley right here and then you pull back? That's reasonable. Attack this valley, which is a larger time frame ladder. Yeah, I like that. That's a little more reasonable than 66.10 right now. Yeah, 66.29 is where I'll take my trade. $66.29. If we approach the level in a way that I like, I'll take it. Right now, I'm focused on hoping this thing pulls back for myth because I really want to take entry on myth. I think there's a good 5 or 10 grand to be made on myth, or whatever I guess amount you guys are doing with. I think there's like 100% in myth, maybe 50 to 100% in there. Myth is about to strike. I wonder how ferocious it's going to be. Sometimes myth moves like hundreds of percentages. It'd be like, oh, it's one of these moves. Okay. Go up and do 400%. It'll attack its weekly at 1258. Boy, that would be nice. Okay, let's see if we can get good trade number 2 here on the day. We've got myth set up, so if we dump, we can go into myth. We've got that set up. That's good. Yeah, let's see if we can catch something here. Also in the back of my mind, I also know that we just back tested a broken daily. So I am also wary to say that we could potentially be moving up to that weekly still. So that is in the back of my mind as I'm watching my charts right now. We could possibly be breaking up. So, certain signs will tell me like, okay, you need to stop shorting.